With that, it's time.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And at the 42-yard line here. And
1st down and 10.
And 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
On the handoff, it's Gurley. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That goes as a gain of 37 on 3rd down.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty, because the corner route, it's extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is, because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
And this
intercepted.
Is intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They'll start the drive with a give to White. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And, Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one, because to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well, but that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out, finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them, and we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a threat? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. The interesting note on Cooks, by the way, Charles, obviously, that he was on the losing end of the last 2 Super Bowls. He lost to the Patriots, and he went to the Rams, and he got beat by the Patriots.
Hard to believe, but he put out a nice performance in Super Bowl 53. 8 catches, 120 yards. But there were 2 critical plays that he would love to have back. Wide open in the end zone, Jared Goff missed him. And then another one, he had the ball in his hands, and a big hit by Duron Harmon knocked it free. he might very well have been the hero of the Super Bowl if those went his way.
Great season, though. 80 catches, career high, 1,204 yards. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels. But this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on.
Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going. They are, however, facing a fourth down situation. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
Yeah, this is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Aaron Donald in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. And they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Well, they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this
All
is
right,
one way.
they're down 11 with 4 minutes and 47 seconds left on the clock. Into Super Bowl 53.
Those positions.
Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground.
All right, here we go.
Another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. To throw is gone. He's going to fire one deep. And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 36 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
That is caught at the 7. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game.
And he intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. Trying to get it to Woods.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, 1st down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
Here's White. And he's going to be taken down
at the 4-yard line.
The 5-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
That 1st down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton of it, but at least some positive yardage.
At the 3.
Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
2-minute warning.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back on Super Bowl Sunday after this. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And I do believe the offense got this back. Goodness, they did. Their own 1-yard line is where they got it back, cutting it close here.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And here comes a big tight end as he gets set for this next drive. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself. That was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Here we go on 4th. Goff. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. He'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
On second down, here's Brady. Slant route, caught by Edelman. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. On first down, Brady goes right side, complete to Gronk. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And a dump off to White. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Well, they've been practicing goal line offense all week. Let's see if they're able to capitalize here. Brady to throw again. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And the Rams have got it back. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff for Gurley. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. The halftime show, quite a spectacle,
and
but
it's
good. Back to football for the second half of Super Bowl 53. So the Patriots coming out now. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Brady throwing on second down. He's going to float this. This is intercepted. Picked up by John Johnson. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Goff. He's letting it fly for... That's caught at the 25. That one goes for 36 yards.
Not the tallest receiver on the field, but he just shouted to admit that the little guy can't go downfield and make a big-time catch on a deep pass because sometimes they'll just out-scrap you for the football.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Gurley. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Another carry now for Gurley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Partner, that's another short run there, and I think the easy thing is to look at them right now and say, let's get away from them entirely. Let's start throwing the football, but I don't think you ever entirely abandon the run. It helps set a tone for the game themselves and actually tamps down the defense's pressure because if you just throw it all the time, it's going to tee off with the pass rush.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad...
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
He finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot 1st down.
Patriots
Back-to-back
1st down.
Plays have them on the move on 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Over the middle, Julian Edelman. It's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he can get a good head of steam going.
Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of the guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
That'll be a Patriot 1st down as Brady finds Patterson.
With 32 seconds left on the clock in the 3rd quarter.
See what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first
Alright, we
down
have to stop the Patriots right here.
I guess the point is moved.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And a solid run down inside the 30.
Seconds.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd
Actually,
and 4.
they got 8 seconds now.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
That's end of the 3rd quarter.
1 quarter remains in Super Bowl 53.
Here we go, 4th quarter.
To throw on 2nd down, Brady. And that is incomplete.
3rd and 4.
New England on 3rd
If I beat the
down.
Patriots,
They've
I'll
only
be super
converted
happy.
once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. shotgun now for Brady.
Did he drop it? No, he's going. He did it.
Second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the
oh
dead
boy.
zone,
They're at the 9.
down, and that's what he just did.
The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
We cannot let him
Even though
score.
this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play at them while you've got them locked up.
Take a place.
And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked.
Second and goal.
Down. That throw by Brady.
2 more downs.
I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
He got sacked.
It's a loss of 4. Now third down. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. From the gun, it's Brady. And caught by Hogan for
There's no freaking way. There's no freaking way.
Super Bowl 53. And the Patriots can take the lead with the extra point. Now the biggest extra point of this man's life.
No!
A very important extra point.
It's down by 1.
And they take the lead here at 7-6.
It's down by 1. Oh my God.
Out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk
it's on the
of yardage
Patriot.
before being dropped inside
Pass
the
interference.
Defense.
Yes!
Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd. Waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
Gone.
They complete. Second down.
There, almost intercepted.
It's at the 46-yard line.
Second down.
Oh my
4 to
God.
go now as they come up on second down. Back to the air. Goff on second down. Over the middle, complete.
That's a
Reynolds.
first down.
His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down. Goff now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A gain of 32 that time.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up the first down.
And he is into
Got the touchdown.
Rams
Rams got a touchdown. Rams got a touchdown.
Todd Gurley taking it in from a yard out. And the Rams have taken the lead here in the 4th. A big play coming now for the Rams as they'll go for 2. Back to throw. Goff. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives them a 7-point lead. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Pass interference. Defense.
Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. And you got caught in between and created a foul.
And he's got Edelman on the out route. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Brady to throw. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. Time for a
2-minute warning.
We're back to perhaps crown a champion after this. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw. Goes underneath here to White. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. The clock still runs. We're at 90 seconds now. They'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. He'll look to throw. As a man, and it's Edelman.
That was incomplete.
Touchdown. Julian Edelman from 10 yards out. And the Patriots are winning an extra point of tying this one up. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow.
They call it touchdown.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this.
All right, 14-14, and here we go.
An extra point there, up and good. And partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Goff now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Gurley. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Clock continuing to roll as the Rams try to get going again. Now it's gone. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. As it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Goff now to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Brady to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Dante Fowler not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Overtime.
And an overtime playoff game, but the rules, they stay the same as they did in the regular season.
That's exactly right. Whoever scores first, unless it's a touchdown, the other team has a chance to match. That's how it really gets played out. But remember this, no matter how far we go in overtime, in the regular season, there was only one period. Here, we're going to go until we have a winner.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. His second catch in the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. And you definitely could make the case we might not even be in overtime had he not thrown 3 interceptions in regulation. But looking better here so far in OT.
Yeah, and when you think about what a coach is thinking at that point, because normally you've thrown 3 picks during the game, you might craft your play calling to be a little more careful. Not in this case. The green light is still on for him. Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run.
Oh, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how teams feel.
Second down.
If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete. Keeping the aggression going on defense in overtime here, a first down blitz.
You know you can get burned on it big time if they pick it up. But in this situation, they brought the blitz, put some pressure on the QB, and he wasn't able to complete a pass.
Back on the play.
They bring him down. LaMarcus Joyner in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Throwing now is Brady. This is White
there
on
you
the
go.
screen. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. The defense does its job. Now they're going to get the ball here in overtime with a chance to win it.
Major league kudos to them, because to get the ball back in this spot, everything was on them. It had to happen, and they pulled it off. They'll get it back for their offense with a chance to win.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that time almost intercepted. That would have changed things here in overtime, but instead 2nd down.
think someone's going to get into QB1
Come on.
when he gets to the sideline. Already throwing an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the second person in his ear because
come on. All right, first and down. First down.
He wanted, like you said, to pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better.
Come on, I'm in overtime with the Patriots.
There, the drive will continue. It's a first down.
I know.
And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you got
flag on the play.
Zones and where
Face
the
mask.
open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
And they're not going to let him get this one off. We have a whistle and a timeout as they'll try to put him on ice a bit. And they still have 2 timeouts left. So it'll all come down to the booming right leg of Greg Zuerlein. And this is no good. Close. But he
coming.
Just left to the upright. And we will play on here in over.
Oh my God. All right, guys, I'll be right back. It's a good game. 14-14 in overtime. I wish the Rams did that in overtime.
They were nervous.
I'm nervous right now too, Mom.
You need a napkin?
Try to open this one.
What's it say on there?
Feel. Oh. I was doing the wrong side.
You gotta figure it out. That's why I'm playing that game. Your birthday. All you have to do is peel up the foil.
Okay.
Or do it that way. You gotta learn It's not a baby anymore. Next to that, he said, how come you don't lay my clothes out? I'm like, what do you mean? He goes, you laid Ethan's clothes out. I said, he's my baby. He's not a baby.
You know what she said during Apples to Apples?
No!
Like, we had a thing with, like, Lovable or, like, Honest or something. And she goes, where's Ethan's name? Right in front of me. She didn't say my name.
I was waiting for Sassy or Bratty.
And she said my name for mine, too.
Hey, Moo, I'm going to Grad Bash this year.
Did you go last year?
I was a junior.
I don't think you should go this year and next year. I think you have to do 1 year. But Rachel will see.
They keep staying so next year, maybe, and leaving, you know.
Yeah, the only reason why he's going to school is for work.
So he might not be able to go to Grad Bash next time because he'll be working.
Yep. He starts working, and then as he goes and he progresses, he starts to get more hours, and then he starts to work other hours other than school hours.
Oh, man. Why?
It's to teach him to be
An adult.
self-sufficient, adult, and responsible. Don't be making plans for coaching and this and that. You know, you're going to school to work.
What's that?
They'll just pull you out of school and throw you into work. And then you don't have to worry about it.
Here, I got him right here. But if you have the night off, like, because Einstein Bakeries are open late.
No,
They're only open breakfast and lunch, I think. So then you'll be able to go to football games tonight on Fridays.
Yeah, Solomon told me he gets off like at 11. Like in the afternoon. Then he goes back to school.
Right, but he also works on the weekends too, doesn't he?
He works at Taco Bell on the weekends.
Still, I mean, you'll have to work. You need to get out of this phase that you're in high school forever. These are not your glory days, okay? You go to school to learn,
Yeah, it's next year.
but why are you going back next year? What was the whole reason behind that?
For the work.
Okay, for the work. So you know,
Yeah, I know.
but work comes before sports.
I know.
I'm just, make sure you remember that.
Okay.
Don't go making plans until you know what your work schedule is.
That's what she's trying to tell you. Not if you can't go and do stuff.
Yeah, you can go
Find
do
out what
stuff
your
after work,
schedule.
but you need to find out what your work schedule's gonna be, and then you work around your work schedule.
I can still do like football, right?
If it doesn't interfere with work.
Well, flag football, when do you start work?
Well, right now, he just goes an hour during school,
So yeah,
but I'm talking about next year.
flag football will be done.
Like, he's talking about next year.
That's our schedule right there.
Maybe not. Well, I mean,
Or
it closes
down.
at lunchtime. I don't know why. I think
What?
that's the signal in your house.
Yeah, she's fixing to leave.
Here, okay. Each.
Well, I don't have service in my house then.
It rained one time and it.
Well, because I had to enable my Wi-Fi calling. Dad said you wanna just wait here, I'll come here?
I'll go home. Why do we need two vehicles?
I don't know, maybe you guys can ride together and we'll leave a vehicle here.
No, I'll meet him at the house.
No, she's gonna go to the house.
That makes no sense.
He said, you can leave your vehicle here, he was gonna put it together.
No. I was gonna go get gas because he left work and started on his way.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go get gas. Alright, give me 10. I'm gonna go. He took away.
Alright. Oh, what was that? Alright, what's up, everybody? It's back.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27.
Alright.
5 yards
Here we
on
go.
the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very
Okay.
manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now flags come in. Looked like one of the
False start.
Patriots might have
Offense.
moved. So that'll back them up 5. A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down.
All right, here we go.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Over the middle, Dorsett. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
It's 3rd down and
6
4.
yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard,
But cannot let him score.
handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And something tells me the moment of overtime won't be too big for number 12, Tom Brady.
Well, the best that have ever played have always taken big moments and treated them as little moments, right? Each play is going to be kind of the same, but they know how to rise to the occasion as well. And let's face it, Tom Brady, I think he'll enjoy playing in overtime and trying to be the guy that leads his team to victory.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard.
cannot let him
leaves him with a
score.
very manageable 2nd and 1. They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. Gronkowski, that's caught.
Oh my God, at the
And he'll
46.
take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Brady to Gronkowski. They make it look easy, don't they? And it's a Patriot 1st down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust.
Sack on the play.
And down he goes. Aaron Donald in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely,
Did he get it?
we might just list those
Crap.
out for him. And now prior to this 3rd
He
and
just
1,
had to
we're
sack
taking a
him.
timeout here. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back.
No good.
And his kick is good. The field goal is through the uprights, and they've won the Super Bowl. And it's another Super Bowl tie.
Choose to continue your season and play more games with your team.
They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cut the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream.
Customize your season experience before jumping into your next game.
No class, look at them.